Exactly.
Why don't some girls tag their friends and they post?
You a funny star ass NIGGA.
Friends.
Because their
stories?
roster, they don't want their roster to go and get them. My ex-friend used to do that to me. She would never tag me in nothing.
Okay.
She wouldn't reshare no birthday posts, no nothing. And it's because it's envious. You feel like your friend could take your roster. They'll be the same guys. They'll be the same guys in our messages.
Or like they'll tag you, but like the tag wouldn't be.
Oh, we just slide up to the top.
Yo, I even see somebody make somebody's birthday post.
The tag was there. You just couldn't see it.
I just couldn't see it.
Right.
Like, I don't want to start that conversation of like, oh, are you jealous of your friend? Because
I don't think it might be jealous. It might be a little envy.
Ladies, I would hate for you to be hanging out with somebody that you're jealous or envious of because you think they might look better than you or because they. And I'm tired of like coming for women on these topics, but it's such a thing.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's Blaze Clover, and I know I'm here alone. Angelo is running a little late, but welcome back to the Lolo Show, and it's just me. So, so we had a bunch of things we wanted to speak on today, in particular. But last night, Andrew and I was invited to a what's it called? Proverbs and Pajama Women's Galentine's Day. Yes, it's far after Valentine's Day. I think yesterday was the 22nd. But we touched a lot of topics that just corresponded with me, and it made me realize a lot of things. Like, I've been on this journey to find God and to find myself and, to get a little closer and more connected and incorporate him more in my day-to-day life. And I feel like some journeys some parts of your journeys need to be done alone. And then I feel like that remaining of the 5%, you have to do it with a community. Because when they say like, it takes a village, that's not just with raising a child. And usually we only hear it when it has to do with raising a child, but sometimes it takes a village with everything, like your marriage, your friendships, your success, whether it's like a career, educational, anything. So having all those women come together last night and be vulnerable about God, because it's so easy for us to like rap a song or like say anything that's not godly, but when it comes to like the Holy Spirit, sometimes we don't let ourselves be vulnerable to other people, because it's kind of like, it's like a sense of embarrassment. Like, do you guys feel that? Do you feel like a little shy and embarrassed and out of place to openly like praise God or to say something godly in front of like other people, like outside of your head and outside of your home, of course. And for those of you that aren't like Christian or don't like practice any religion, that's great. You're free to do as you please. But for those of you that do, one thing that stuck with me last night, we were talking about forgiveness and being self-aware of like certain emotions that we have and certain traits that we have that we should not have. Like one of the girls mentioned, like jealousy and envy. That's not something you should have as a Christian, because the Bible doesn't really stand by that. Now, before I get involved or more deep into anything, I just started working on my connection with God and like my religion. And that's because I was, what's the word we were saying last night when your church scare? Which is church scare? Sorry, guys, I'm talking to my best friend. They were saying like, I forgot what was the term they used, but it was basically when you attended a church and you were part of a church and they just did something or something occurred to where you no longer felt like you wanted to go. So I was forced to go to church. Like most of us, we're just forced to go to church and we're forced to just praise God. And I don't know about y'all, but for me, I'm a little rebellious. Well, I'm no longer rebellious, or if I am, God, remove that spirit from me. But if you're forcing me to do something, it makes me not want to do it even more. It's kind of like when your parents tell you wash the dishes and you already washing dishes. Now I don't want to wash the dishes because you saw me doing it. But with that being said, let's get back to topic. I was saying, I don't even know what I was saying. I'm so lost in the sauce right now because I was so captivated by everything that was happening. But let's talk about my relationship. I was dating this guy, and he in the beginning of our relationship, he was telling me like, I need to know like your trauma and things you deal with, what affects you, what gets you mad. Like, I need to know these things so that I know how to deal with you. I know how to talk to you. If you're an overthinker, I need to know that so that I don't say certain things that might make you sit there alone and overthink, right? Had he had good intent, that's what it would have sounded like. But in the scripture and the praise that we were doing yesterday, they were saying that when the devil or the enemy cannot physically get to you, they come to you through other things, other people, whether it's a job, it's a party, it's a friend, it's the type of clothes you wear, it's the tattoos you have, gossiping. And with that, I also learned that only God can speak to you in your head. The devil cannot speak to you in your head, and it's in the Bible. Whatever you think, and even your dreams, like a lot of us feel like we have prophecies. I'm somebody that knows for a fact I have prophecies because I dream things, and my best friend is my witness. I would dream things and wake up, and everything will play out the way I said it would in my dream, or at least the way God showed me in my dream. So, I was dealing with like childhood things and like childhood trauma, which I really didn't identify. Like, I identified it, but I didn't let myself get vulnerable to the point where I really learn and study where it stemmed from. And last night, God just really dragged it out of me. But in my relationship, he was saying to me, like, tell me these things so I know how to deal with you. And at the time, I didn't know that once I told him, hey, this is my trauma, I'm an overthinker, I have hidden insecurities, I don't know how to open up, or sometimes I feel like I'm not good enough, so I don't say much. Like, once I started saying those things to him, I thought he would have taken and be like, okay, well, I'm going to deal with you a little bit more gently. But the minute those words come out of my mouth, as I was praying to God last night, he visualized everything for me in my head. And he took me back. When they were talking about forgiveness, I automatically thought about my ex. And God took me back in a time. And he showed me that while I was saying those things to the guy I was dating, the enemy was right here at my mouth. And he was grabbing every trait I said so that he can use it back to hurt me. And that is exactly what ended up happening. Everything I told my ex, literally, this boy dragged me through the mud. Like, this boy, he tried every way to drag me through the mud. And when the words weren't working, when the belittling weren't working, when the narcissistic traits wasn't working, when the manipulation wasn't working, he tried physically. I don't know about y'all, but that is where I draw the line. Honestly, once it gets physical, I'm out of there. But it's sad to say that sometimes we're the reason for things that happen to us because we don't shut the hell up. And in the nicest way, saying that, it's like you have to be careful with what you put out into the universe because the universe hears you. And I know you can, sorry guys, I know like sometimes you just have to vent. I feel like even though you're not supposed to say things that are like bothering you or things that can bring you down, because the enemy is always listening. Even when you think he's not listening, every time you say something, the devil is at your mouth. Like, if this is my mouth, he's there like this. He is waiting to grab all my weaknesses and my vulnerability and to use it back on me. So when you say things like someone was telling me, saying things like, oh, I don't got no money, I'm broke, bro, I'm really sad because I don't got no money right now. Instead of saying that, be like, bro, I can't wait to get more money in my pocket. I can't wait to be in a better financial situation so I can experience financial freedom. Oh, I can't wait to move into a nicer house. Like, don't say, I hate this shithole, I hate this house, or I hate that this is wrong. Just say, I can't wait for the day where I'm in the position where I can get better and do better for myself. I can't wait for God to put me in a position where I can be disciplined enough to see what he has for me and not just see it, but go for it and actually work on getting it or work on maintaining it. And another thing I learned was, besides forgiveness, and with the forgiveness thing, I was sitting there when God said forgiveness, I was like, I already forgave everybody. the minute I said that, he flashed people in front of my face. I'm like, God, I forgive my ex. I forgive my cousins. I forgive my dad. Wait, no, I didn't say that one. I said, I forgive my sister. I forgive my mother, and forgive them for anything they're like challenged with, anything that's bothering them, anything that's putting that mountain in front of them. Like, forgive them. And God, forgive me for not being able to meet their needs on the journey they were on, because everyone's journey is different, and not because I'm on level 6 of my journey means that they're on level 6. So even though I feel like I'm healed and I didn't inflict the pain they did to me, it's not because I don't think it's intentional. And that's just how I see things, because I'm like an optimist. I don't think it's intentional. I just feel like where you are in your life, you haven't learned certain skills yet, and you haven't learned certain traits to make you that better person. And I feel like life is like stairs. You know, you're going to have to go up every single one to get to the top. And if you try to skip too many, you're going to fall. And then what? You're back at the bottom of the steps again, you know? So, I think that was very nice. I think that was very nice that we all came together. Bella, you and the girls did an amazing job. I give you your flowers. And I will pray that we can have more moments like that, because it was just so nice to see, especially because growing up, like I said, some of us were forced to go to church. And as I was younger in church, I'm looking around, because I wasn't bowing my head when everybody's bowing their head. I'm looking around and I'm like, these people are praying. These people are crying. These people are shouting all these words, and why are they crying? And then last night, it was like my throat. Like, I can't even explain it, but it was in my throat. I couldn't even get the words out of my mouth because the tears just kept flowing. And it's like the tears were saying everything that my mouth couldn't without speaking. So yeah, I just wish we have more of that. And, you know, we just have to, we're the new adults. We're very unserious. We're very unhinged. I cannot believe we're the new adults, because I didn't see this out of the adults that raised me. Like, they weren't the way we act. And I like it. I like the difference. I like how we're softer with our kids. We're free. Like, freedom of speech is really a thing in this generation. We're woke. Like, even with my best friend and how she raises like her son, like, he really just dressed how he wants to dress. If he wants to open, I remember we were living together and we all had like 2 cereal each. Like, he had 2 cereal. My godson Logan had 2 boxes of cereal. My best friend D had 2 boxes of cereal. I had 2 boxes of cereal. And he wanted to eat every single one of them. Open them all. If there's 9 boxes of cereal and you feel like eating Fruit Loops now, Lucky Charms later, and Cookie Crisp tomorrow, open them all. You know, back then when I was younger, it's like, you're eating 1 box of cereal, only eat that one. But why? I'm having taste buds. And why did our older generation and our parents and our elders did not understand that we have taste buds, you know? Like, so I really want to give like kudos to like how we are, like, gentle parenting. There could be some minor correction, but the gentle parenting is a good thing. But now that we're the adults, I was wondering, like, where's our faith gonna go? Where's our religion gonna go? Where are our practices? Where are our cultures? Where is our traditions? Because we have to keep up the traditions, and unfortunately, we don't have none. We're not even grilling. So it was nice to see that at my age, and with the women that are my age, like young adults, which is like, you know, 20s or even like teenagers, like young adults, teenagers going into like their low 30s, like, to see all of us women of different age groups and different backgrounds and different trauma hold ourselves responsible enough to say, let's sit down and let's break these chains. Let's break these baggages. Let's break these bondages. Let's break these chains. And even if it doesn't happen today, let's work on it. So by the time we have kids and our kids are being forced to come to church with us or sit at morning devotion, they can see that, wow, why are they crying? Why are they saying these things? And then when they get older, like I am, I looked in this room and I understood why I was crying. I understood why this gibberish was coming out of our mouths. I understood why they got up on Sundays at 7 to go to church when they could have been sleeping. Like, I finally understood everything. So that wraps up the whole faith talk. Let's see what else we have on. Oh, and I also hope that if you didn't have your sign before to start now. Like, I literally just started. I have not went to church prior to like December or November-ish when I started like really finding my favorite God. I have not went to church since I think I was like 13. I went back to church at 25 because it's never too late. And I did that because I was going through something. I was dating someone who, and this is someone else. I was dating someone who just had this negative entity around him. And I kept telling God, like, free me from this or show me a sign. And God kept coming in my dream and he kept showing me signs. And I would wake up and I would say it. And it would, because I say it and the devil captivated on what I said, I kept being in this loop. So, however, it don't matter what made you decide to work on it, or it doesn't matter what happened to you. It just matters that you get there. Like, eventually we all have to go back to Christ. So, live your life beautifully. Walk with Christ. Nobody's saying you got to go to church every Sunday. You probably don't even have to go to church. Just get your Bible, do your Bible studies, pray, and don't only ask for what you want, but give thanks for what you already have. Because a while ago, you are distracted. A while ago, where you are today is one things that you have asked for, and now that you got it, give thanks and ask for forgiveness. And yeah, let's see what else we have on the topic board, guys. God, bring Angelo here safely, because once he get here, I'm on his ass. Why are you late? I'm not understanding why you're late. Should women spend on their men too? Yeah. I don't even know why this is a question, because when a girl really likes you, she's going to spend on you, even if she doesn't have all the money in the world. Like, I don't yet have all the money in the world, but baby, it's coming to me and I'm gonna grab it. But even like small things that, like, if I'm speaking to someone, if he mentions something, I'll get it for him. If he don't got a cup, I'll get it for him. If he mentioned he wants something from like Skims, I get it for him. If he mentioned he never had, I get it for him. If he say anything, like, once we like a man, we like a man. If he mentioned he want the stars, we are going to spend our last getting the stars, which is also our downfall, because we tend to overgive that way. And what's crazy? I feel like most women, when they're in a safe environment to love, I think we love in what's that? What's it called? Oh my God, you have something in your mind, but it's not there. We love in acts of service. And I don't think my love language is act of service, but everyone has told me that, because all of a sudden their back is scratching, you want to go scratch their back. They hungry, you want to go cook for them. They need something from the store, you want to go get it. Meanwhile, your brother said he wants something from the store and you can go get it. Meanwhile, your friend says she wants something from the store and you don't go get it. But once your man say he wants something, girl, you just make it happen. And that's me. I'm Mrs. Make It Happen. So you better make it happen, because there's women out here that's gonna make it happen. So yeah, I do feel like women should spend on their men because they deserve it. Like, even like this guy I'm dating, he was like, he don't want anything. I mean, I don't feel like, I honestly agree with him that he don't need anything, because I feel like, what do you get someone that has everything? But everyone wants something, and you just have to learn your partner enough to know what they want. It might not be material things. It might be a mental, it might be a spiritual thing. It might be an emotional connection. It might be physical. It might be touch. It might be something. So you have to learn your partner so you know where they're lacking in, so you know what to deliver on, okay? And you also want to deliver in a way where they can receive it, and not deliver it in a way where you feel like you just want to give it out to feel better by yourself. Like, oh, but I cook for you. Yes, that's a good thing. You should still do that. But that's not what's gonna make him open up to you. Maybe he needed someone to speak to him. Maybe he needed to see. Maybe he got mommy issues. Maybe he got daddy issues. Maybe he needs someone that speaks to him softly. Maybe he needs someone that's patient with him. Maybe he needs someone that hears his silent cries and see invisible tears, because men don't open up as often. So with that being said, get your man some gifts. Even if he say he don't want nothing, guys are always gonna say they want something. They're always going to say it. If you listen to him, and you have to listen to your man, he's going to say it. You just got to be quick enough, because they going to go get it, okay? If they want it, they going to go get it. I know some guys who they can just go get it. They can go get it. So you hear him say something, you go get it. What do guys really mean? I'm not even going to say, what do guys really mean when they say don't celebrate Valentine's Day? From a woman's perspective, and I'm going to try to ask Angel when he gets here. From a woman's perspective, and guys, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not saying this is how it is, I'm just saying how I look at it. I'm not holding you guys to it. You just don't like me. Because my boo tried to tell me that it's not that we don't like you, we really don't. No, because I believe that when a man likes you as a woman, so I probably shouldn't be speaking as a woman for a man, but I'm just saying as a woman what I think about it, so that, you know, the guys out there can correct me and give me your opinion, because I'm always open to new knowledge and learning and having different perspective on things. So I feel like you don't like me enough, babe. Like, if you like me, why don't you want to see me smile and be so happy? Moral of the story is, don't tell me you don't celebrate no holidays, because you do. You don't celebrate, but you celebrate for me. And if you're not celebrating for me, that means you don't like me. Or not that means, because I'm not going to say that. That tells me, that lets me know you don't like me enough, because it makes me happy. Let me see. Do you value holidays? Oh my God, this topic right here. So with my childhood trauma, right? My childhood trauma, I have grown to devalue holidays. And that's because from the age of 16 up to like when I moved in with my best friend in like, what was that, 2022? When we moved in together, 2022. And still after that, I didn't really value holidays because I was on my own. So from 16 to now, I've basically been on my own. And I remember a Thanksgiving that passed, and my best friend's busy with her like family and stuff like that. But I was home alone, and I remember crying because I have this feeling of fear, picking up my phone to Google Chinese restaurant. And I'm on Instagram and I'm looking at everyone. Like, I'm looking at everyone kind of just sorry guys. I'm looking at everyone post their Thanksgiving pictures. Angelo has entered the building. Come join right in. Join right in, buddy. So I'm looking at everyone on Instagram, and they are posting their Thanksgiving pictures, and I just started crying because I'm like, why didn't I have family here? Thank you, my love. Why don't I have family here to sit down with? So that kind of like desensitized me from wanting to be in that space, and I had to convince myself that the only way to not let this holiday affect me emotionally is to not care about it. So I stopped caring about Thanksgiving. Christmas, forget about it. I stopped caring about Christmas too. I didn't have family to like do anything with. I was always alone, and everyone that was in my season had people in their season at the time. So I kind of just like didn't see any value in like holidays. I remember the only holiday I like, which is still my favorite holiday right now, and I don't get mad at me when I say this, because honestly, Christmas is a pagan holiday, if you really ask me. And this probably contradicts it, but I just liked Halloween, and not because of what Halloween stands for, but because you don't need a family to do Halloween. You literally just go to somebody's house and get candy. Like, I'm getting everything without losing time with family. Like, I could just walk around in a costume and just get something. So up to now, that's still my favorite holiday. And now I think it's just my favorite season. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap that topic up right now. My host, Angelo, is here, the Angie Lolo. So we're gonna have him come in, and I'm gonna ask him, like, how do you feel about that? Like, do you value holidays since you wait? And yeah. So you grew up in a home with, family and relatives and the mom, the dad, the siblings. Has that helped you to value holidays? Because I didn't have that, so I don't care about them. Now I do, now that I want a family and stuff, but
I think I'm so tired, Jay.
oh yeah, he was at the event, guys. I was telling them you were at the event, but we'll touch that again.
Yeah.
1 second. Angela, look at me.
I don't have a book in my nose. She
Okay.
checked already.
Yeah.
The mic
Yes,
should be on.
It's on. He tested it.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go. Holidays.
Yeah, I care about holidays. I grew up like admiring like, families on television.
Mm-hmm.
So like I kind of always like I was a big Disney kid that I always ran home like during like the Christmas break to watch a bunch of Disney shows and a bunch of like other shows on TV to see like, what that dynamic is supposed to be like. I've never faulted my parents for not being into holidays because this is not their country. This is not a country that they came and established in. And, like they did their best for us to celebrate our birthdays at least. But like holidays, it's not it. Valentine's Day is a big thing in my family because we were all created that day. So my dad used to go crazy for Valentine's Day. Man,
what do you mean? You're conceived?
Yeah, everybody's Scorpio.
What?
So I'm the only Sag, but yeah, we were all like,
wow, they was so nasty. If I was your grandmother, I would have never made her leave the house for Valentine's Day.
if they were married.
Oh, they were married? Oh, yeah.
But yeah, my father takes Valentine's Day very seriously, or used to at least. And yeah, so like I value holidays. I just feel like, I don't know, I run away from people who don't value holidays. Because that's just like, not to say it like that, I feel like, I don't like when it feels like people don't value holidays because everybody else values holidays. And like people try to use it as a moment to like stand apart. And that was cool when we were younger, but I feel like it's so safe as an adult to celebrate somebody or want to celebrate somebody. So to not want to do that because of this idea that you don't care for the holiday. Well, what pain does it really cause you to celebrate somebody or, show somebody that you appreciate them?
But it's not, I'm sorry, but it's not about that. Cause like, okay, let's use what we know, for instance, me. I've been on my own for a while and I didn't have access to my family or anyone, period. So after the 3rd year of being alone, why am I still crying? I have to cope with it. So over the course of time, it's like, it's just another day. It's not that I don't want to it's that I wanted to be a part of it so bad and I never got it, that in order for it not to hurt me every year when it came around, I had to now say it was a regular day.
Nah, yeah. And these days are regular days, but again, everything is a circumstantial. I think it just goes back to understanding the landscape in which you're operating in. It's like, my thing is, it may be a regular day for you, but it might not be a regular day for me if I'm your partner, right?
Right.
So if I want to celebrate you, you have to be open to that. If I want to show you that I appreciate you, you have to be open to that. If I want to, build a family and make these things a thing, these are all conversations you should have with your partner.
Right.
Because some people are more traumatized by it, and that's a different conversation. But I think for like somebody like me, like, I've been met with, hey, like, I don't really care, just love me. But I'm like, yo, I want to show you and do things for you. Like, what hurts in that? What's the pain in that? Like, I want to.
But nothing. We've been waiting for this moment.
No, like, it depends. I think people are waiting for it until like they get it. Then it's also like, again, people are trauma reactors. Like, yo, like, hey, last time the dude treated me well for Valentine's Day or Christmas, he was still cheating on me. Like, yo, it's these things that a bunch of people go through where like, yo, some people will trade, like, give me nothing, but give me everything at
Right.
the same time. So I understand that. I think,
Mhm.
again, it's just like, I just always say it this way, especially for the guys that don't celebrate holidays, you know, it's always safer to celebrate.
It is. And then when I got my little family, when I moved with my best friend, we celebrate. We did the whole cooking. It was just two of us.
Yeah.
I like holidays. If I'm alone, it doesn't affect me. But I like them. I'm gonna make sure everyone else celebrates and everyone else is happy. I'm gonna
Yeah.
indulge in it. But sometimes you just go through things and you just get numb to the pain.
Especially in the era of social media, like, dogs, everybody, yes, comparative lifestyles are a thing.
Mhm.
I think, you know what pisses me off a little bit sometimes? Like,
What?
ladies, I got a question. So, do y'all really like flowers? Because here's my thing. I realized I couldn't get every girl flowers because not every girl knows how to treat them. And that kind of bothers me. It's safer to get flowers for girls.
Mhm.
For sure. Get her flowers. But I've also been met with, like, and I've always appreciated people like this because it helps me, like, in the future, like, to get to know, like, do you like flowers or do you like plants? What do you do after I give you the flowers? Right? Because, like, as a man, we're not supposed to care. But for me, the attention to detail, when it comes to me, like, when I date somebody, I kind of look at, do you still have those flowers I gave you 2 weeks ago? Right? Like, that gift that I gave you, like, is it still there? You know?
Mhm.
So I just be wondering, because I know, like, girls like posting their flowers and, doing all that extra stuff.
The
And I know it's
cutesy
an aesthetic
things.
thing, and I know,
Right.
but that kind of, like, as a man who's, being intentional, I want to know, like, do women really like flowers? And do they like it because other girls like it? Or social media is telling them to like it? Or, like, is it what they grew up, like, seeing? Is it a thing? Same thing. Like, men, why do you give women flowers? Is it because social media is telling you to give women flowers? Or do you sincerely want to give her, like, flowers to make her day? So these things kind of, like,
So many women out here.
it's
Some
a
of us
lot.
love flowers. Some of us just like it to post it. Some of us will tell you not to get me flowers. I have a friend, don't get her flowers. She always tells her boyfriend, do not get me flowers.
Yeah.
Some of us love it, some of us don't. But the whole, what are you going to do with it after I get it? Are you going to make it die? Do you know that if the wrong guy give you a flower, sometimes it just dies on its own?
Y'all pick the wrong guy all the time, though. So y'all out here picking flowers,
Oh, no, baby, my
dogs.
flowers be lasting. And it's crazy because the wrong guys that I be with, they never got me flowers. I was dating a guy for 2 years. He never got me
But
flowers.
did you want flowers, though?
I did.
But you was waiting for 2 years, so you didn't want flowers that bad.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, clearly I didn't have my boundaries and like my non-negotiables. But yeah, now, you learn from every situation you go through or every relationship. So like now I know that I honestly do want flowers, which is crazy because the guy I'm dating gave me a money bouquet for Valentine's Day instead of flowers.
Who doesn't like money?
I don't care if it was $100 bills. I'd rather the flowers that were $40.
Why?
Because I just like flowers. I really sniff them every
you see,
day.
and
Hold on,
look-
I go like this. Or I wake up, I go, and it's just like, oh my God. It just signifies, like, I just like what it does for me. I love the money bouquet because who don't love
Who
money?
doesn't want money? Yeah.
But if he would have asked me for my opinion, I would have asked for real flowers. Even if it was 3 roses.
And that's
But thank you. I do appreciate the money bouquet. I love them.
Yo, yeah, like, men date with ego, right?
Mhm.
Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, how well are you getting to know your partner to know? Well, first of all, everybody needs money,
Yeah.
right? But if she likes flowers, you have to create a space for both,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's like that's where I, like, again, I kind of try to hold, guys accountable when it comes to that. Like, yo, look, for real, if you sit there and get to know your partner or the person you're trying to really court, it's a different perspective because then you'll be a bit more intentional,
Mm-hmm.
so you'll know what to get them. You'll know what they need. You'll know what they want, right?
Yeah.
I do feel like for me, like, if I'm doing something, flowers would just be aesthetic decor.
Mm.
Like, all right, we're about to go out to eat. I'm going to get you flowers.
But to her, that might be the main course, honey.
Hey, listen, who doesn't?
That might be the main course.
I get it. I just be wanting to know because I really hate the flower wave because, like,
Mhm.
I know y'all gonna post these. Some girls don't even know to put, like, my sister, her boyfriend got her flowers.
She got a boyfriend?
Yeah, she 18.
What
now.
is wrong with your sibling? Like, why are they both dating right now? Publicly.
I got bigger fish to fry, son.
This is ridiculous.
My sister, her boyfriend drops off flowers.
Yeah.
I tell my dad, I say, yo, did you see Nana's boyfriend drop off the flowers? It was like a day. And I'm like, though he comes back, he's like, yo, she don't even know what to do with them. It's on her bed. Right? But again, think about it though. Like, we have to teach her to put flowers in a vase.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, that's her mom's job.
Right.
But because we're not a family that, like, you know, teaches each other things, I'm the one that tells my parents, like, yo, we got to teach them. Right. Same thing, my little brother, like, bro, I was sleeping around at 15. I lost my virginity at 15. My brother's 14, but he's like, he's courting a girl. Like, he's genuinely courting a girl. And I'm like, yo, my dad is like, nah. I'm like, why don't we just tell him what the right things to do? Like, why does it have to be he can't do it?
Right.
You know? So that's the type of brother I am. Like, all right, dog, like, take my card, go out with her, take her out, go feed her. She helps her with his homework. She buys food. She does a ton. Like, she gave him this is where I knew this is where I knew she was legit. It's got, I think she babysits.
His girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
They exchanged before Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. They exchanged like gift baskets.
Yeah. Okay.
I calculated what was in the gift basket. They're
like
14.
Price?
Yes, dogs.
Why did you do that?
I wanted to see like if she bought it or like if she got parents or brothers, because you can tell by the gift basket
gifts, right?
If a kid is getting it.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie.
She did have a big one?
She should have.
She did? What's one? Like, tell me.
I say this. I'm big on like Nike socks. They're expensive. They're $30.
Yeah.
Then she got like the whole box was like $120, but $120 at 14 is like
it's
500.
A lot. Yes, it is.
You feel me?
It's
so
a
I was
lot.
like, oh, a bunch of like things that he needed too.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. Shout outs to I like homegirl, and then my mom met her the other day.
She's adorable. I see their videos. She's adorable.
She pulled up like, yo, I like your son, and she spoke to my mom because she speak Creole too.
Oh, wow.
My mom like, what you like about him? He funny, he smart, he tall.
She said that?
To my mother's face.
Why she come to me? I'm his mother.
She's tough. I told mommy, I said, well, she's tough. And my brother about to start doing good in school because of her. I like her.
Oh, I like her too.
I believe boys need girls to, get right. He come home early.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, he out them streets.
Yep.
Not that he was. But he out them streets.
That's one thing I always realized growing up. Like girls were always essential to boys' livelihoods.
Yeah.
Always essential.
I wanted you to touch base on
last night.
Yeah, your opinion, because I gave mine in the beginning.
Yeah, shout out to Eunice. Can't call her Bella no more.
Yeah.
She changed her gram.
She did?
Yeah.
Oh, she walking with Christ.
Today's the year of first names.
When somebody change their name and step into that confidence with their actual government, because you will never see me put mine on that. Let me not say never. But yeah, walking with Christ.
I always say it depends on your name. Like I put my nickname. My nickname is my name.
My name too is Blaze.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been nice.
I seen hold on real quick. I seen a post. I seen a post. I'm in a group chat full of guys. Mm-hmm. And if a group chat full of guys, we're somewhat misogynistic sometimes. Mm-hmm. It said, dude sent a post that said, yo, the final form of a hoe is overly religious, right?
Oh, God.
No, if that's factual, right, there's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. Because what's wrong with
no matter where you came from, just matter where you going, how you get there.
Come on now. What's wrong with being overly religious?
Right.
But part of me is funny because why did somebody have to say it? Right? But no, to touch on last night, beautiful event. I don't even want to get too deep into it. My angle with it was more of a
good.
My favorite trend on social media right now is the God trend. I was explaining this last night to one of the girls. It's no, I believe the Holy Spirit is so strong that even if there's somebody's being misled by the wrong pastors online or social media, marketing of churches, I still believe that the Holy Spirit is making people more aware that there's a God,
Amen.
and it's causing a lot more shift in our generation. I'm seeing more than ever. Like every week, I'm seeing 4 or 5 people in my timeline get
Yeah.
baptized. Like right now, God is cool, and like even again, social media has this thing of like there's false prophets, there's a bunch of these things, but who are we to question the Holy Spirit?
Right.
You know, because like some of us don't know about God. Some of them don't know about God in the right ways. Like I grew up in a very corrupted church system. And right now this trend is pretty cool. And I just don't want anybody to challenge this idea that, oh, not everybody's holy. Like not everybody's holy.
Right.
And I just want to talk about baptism real quick. Like I encourage, if you're not saved and you're interested in getting saved, to go get saved.
That's crazy you said that. I was going to tell you, I'm sorry. I was going to tell you that last night, God kept telling me, go get baptized.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, I don't think I'm ready. And he was like, just go do it. Once you do it, you're going to be ready.
Yes.
That's crazy that you mentioned that.
Again, growing up in the spaces we grew up in, people have a misconception of baptism. Baptism, you get baptized. I had to learn this. It took me 10 years to learn this. You get baptized because you are imperfect. You cannot do this walk by yourself. Once you learn that, like, no, you cannot go to God when you feel like you've been celibate enough, when you feel like you've been reading your Bible enough, when it's really your heart posture that he's looking for. So even if you're doing those things and your heart is not in the right place, you have to allow the Holy Spirit to do its thing. So when you get baptized as an imperfect person, as an imperfect vessel.
Right.
And from that day forward, you do your best to live up to his word.
Amen.
That's why you get baptized. You do not get baptized because you're already perfect.
This year I'm gonna go. I said a lot of
As
things
you
is gonna
should.
happen, and last night was really an eye opener, but I already touched base on this. But this year I will be getting baptized.
Yeah, for sure. And that's
I kept thinking I had to be perfect.
Nah,
I had to figure it all out before I get to that door. But once I get to that door and God opens it, he's gonna help me and guide me there to figuring it out. So,
and the irony about feeling that way is like we're never gonna be perfect.
Ever.
The journey gets worse.
We're here because we're imperfect.
And like I'll tell you this all the time, the longer you wait to get baptized and you feel that confusion, the farther away you get pushed from it.
That's
because
so
the
true.
more guilt you feel. And yeah, but like I definitely would, because somebody asked me that last night. I got prophesied on at the event. And funny enough, I already know how God works with prophecy. It was very accurate because it was right when I went upstairs. And after I said what I said, and based off what I said downstairs and based off the conversation I was having with Jen, the girl prophesied. It was like a collection of, and I'm like, okay. And yeah, like my prophecy is, people are expecting me to be a pastor one day, a preacher one day. And it makes sense. And it's since I was 7, like that's been my prophecy. And it keeps on coming up. And yeah, right now I'm battling some heavy convictions. It's hard for me to open up my Bible. I don't know why, but I feel like when I open up my Bible, the day I do, it's gonna change a lot. And maybe that's what I'm running away from. And I've been praying to fight over those
I hope so.
spirits. But yeah, everybody go get baptized. And just, again, be sincere. Like I said last night, like, yo, that's since like forgiving your trauma and the people who traumatized you. I didn't know how severe forgiveness really was, but it's severe.
No, it is.
Like natural forgiveness, when you could walk away from a situation like, oh, I don't care to retaliate.
Unconditional forgiveness.
I still love you.
Yeah.
Like that's very important because a common theme of like, the youth, everybody keeps talking about their traumas. My mom did this and I grew up like this and I grew up like that. And I've been touched and I've been molested and I've been raped. And it's like, you got to forgive those people, right?
You really do.
And that's the scariest thing about forgiveness. It's like, why? This person hurt me and I did nothing to them, right? And then, You know,
Because
God
God has been
goes,
doing it for us
we hurt God every day.
every day.
And how do you think he feels getting stabbed by billions of people?
Every day. He shows us
And
mercy
he shows us
every
mercy
day.
and grace. And that that's a beautiful thing in itself. And yeah, everybody forgive. That's my thing for this year is like forgive everything, forgive everybody, clear everyone of all debts, remove that entitlement to, you know, wanting to be treated how people how you want to be treated for real, and just accept it for what it is, and just pray the best for everybody.
Amen.
And hope for the best for everybody. And it's easier said than done.
Literally.
You know? But forgive your abusers.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So we've been on the whole Christian walk most of this episode.
Good.
That's good. Let's talk about Big Time Rush is having a world tour. Sir. I went on Amazon and I ordered a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I ordered a t-shirt. I cannot wait. I'm going.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go too.
If I have to go to 3 different states, I will, just to see the same concert over again. And they said they're gonna perform every song. Are they gonna perform every song?
They don't have that much songs.
No, I went through the whole album from morning to afternoon. There's a lot of songs. Like, are they gonna?
They don't got
that much.
You gotta understand. Like, shout out Big Time Rush. I'm excited because I'm gonna go too.
Oh wait, we should go together.
Yeah, I want to do like a road trip because Big Time Rush and Jonas Brothers or One Direction. Big Time Rush, Jonas Brothers, and One Direction.
I never cared about one. I never got on the One Direction wave.
What?
I like them, but I didn't.
What?
I feel like for girls, right? When it's a boy band, we have to physically first be attracted to one of them to like them. I never saw any of them and was like, oh, I just didn't. But Jonas Brothers, I had my boyfriend, and then I'm a Nickelodeon baby. Like, okay. I loved every Nickelodeon show. I'm
a Disney kid, so I get it.
Not Jonas Brothers. Big Time Rush. I was on Big Time Rush. The Jordan Sparks was not a collab. Real band. Yes, they are.
No, yes, they are. No, but they turned into a real band.
No. They were a real band since the first episode. Gustavo found them and gave them a record deal, and ever since then, they've been a real band.
That was not real.
You're not real. A&R. Gustavo is one of the best producers
no, for sure.
that ever
for sure.
on this
I'm
earth.
not gonna hold you, right?
Argue with your mother, not me.
I'm not gonna hold you, right? I'm not gonna hold you. The reason why I didn't like Big Time Rush as much at the time was literally because of James. I wanted James to be the lead singer because they start the show off with James going to be an actor and doing all of this. I thought he was mad cool. And then Kendall goes, and I hope they sing this song on tour because it's stuck in my head from when I was young. Oh, you're such a turd. Oh, yeah, a giant turd. And you look like a turd. And you smell like a turd. That's the first episode of Big Time Rush. That's where I think Kendall was singing it to Gustavo because he was being an asshole.
Yeah.
If I recall properly. And Big Time Rush ended up happening. Like, Gustavo was supposed to be Simon Cowell.
But I like shows that makes everyone the main character. I like seeing the different perspective of each character. I like seeing the character development with everyone. I want to see them as the main character collectively. Like, I didn't want one person to be the main character.
It can't. Like, that doesn't even work. Because again, Kendall became the main character.
No,
yes, he's the one that had the girlfriend.
That's because he was chasing that.
No, but again, the character that they gave him was that. I just didn't feel like Kendall deserved to be the lead singer. And I wanted same way I feel with One Direction. Like, I love One Direction though, because they're a real band. I got to introduce them as a real band.
Okay,
but yeah, One Direction. I wanted Zayn to be the lead singer, and it was Harry.
Yeah,
you know,
I love Harry. Now when he got out of One Direction,
rest in peace, Liam Payne. Harry's different though. Harry's raspy voice. I ain't gonna lie.
I only got into him after the band like went their separate ways. I liked their music. I listened to it, but it was never like, oh my God, I think he's attractive. every group, Big Time Rush, One Direction,
It wasn't even about attractive.
Mindless Behavior. Like you just found somebody that you liked, and then you
kept. My life, I take you home. I cry all night to keep you on. Whatever, man. Like it's different. They have one song that Ed Sheeran.
First of all, we're not about to take this moment away from Big Time Rush.
All right, hold on. And I won't let these little things slip out of my mind. Cause it's you, it's you they add up to. I'm in love with you. And all these little things. Yo, I'm so upset. But
I was waiting on that one. When you go big time. I know the dance. Wait a minute. You
burning up with you, baby. And I walk in the room, all I can see is you. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I love boy bands.
I love boy bands too.
I grew up on boy bands. I used to want to be in a boy band. Pause. Yeah, nah. And it's the return. Listen, it's the return of the boy bands. Cause look, we got Jonas Con. Right, next month, the 23rd.
Are you going?
Oh yeah, it's free too.
Where? Can you tell me everything?
You gotta go. I got you.
Thank you.
I'm going to Jonas Con. And I'm a big Jonas Brothers fan. And I'm a heterosexual black man in America that loves the Jonas Brothers. And you can't judge me. I don't care. I grew up in a sheltered household. All I had was TV.
Right.
I was the only child for a long time. And I'm not going to lie, I used to want to be the Jonas Brothers. You know, they got all the girls growing up.
I used to want to be Demi Lovato when she was messing with them. So I feel you. I was like, damn, that can't be me. I was like 8.
Nah, it's different. And then you have, like, to me, the greatest boy band of all time is Backstreet Boys. That's what made me like the Jonas Brothers.
Okay.
Because, like, you are my fire. I'm like, that's the greatest song of all time. Tell me why
ain't nothing but a... Okay, Dee Dee. Tell me why ain't nothing.
Tell me why I never wanna hear you say. They gonna hate me.
Say, I want it that way.
Am I your fire? The one desire. Yes, I know it's too late, but I want it that way. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never want to hear you say.
I want it that way. That's how I want it, and that's how I
think that's the greatest song of all time.
You know what I think they should do? I think,
They're
right?
going on tour too, by the way.
Look. I think Hannah Montana should have a show and then reveal that she's Miley Cyrus at the end. Just to give that child in me that little, like, I was there. Every time she has a concert, why do you never do it as Hannah Montana?
Her song's going viral on TikTok right now. Hannah Montana song.
Really?
I'm just an ordinary girl.
Oh, yes, it is.
Crazy,
it is.
Cool.
But she should honestly do that, and then she should be like, guys, I have a secret. What?
I feel you.
I'm Miley Cyrus.
I feel you.
She honestly should do that. She honestly should do that.
Hey, yo, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think she will, but I wish if Disney could have gave us like a Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana world tour.
Oh yes.
And like,
or like a Disney.
Yo, you know what song I sing randomly, son?
What?
By her?
The Climb.
No.
It's the climb.
No,
by Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana, not Miley. Hilarious.
You was on Disney Channel.
What's the one about the... If we were a movie, you'd be the right guy, and I'll be the best friend, and you fall in love with in the end.
Okay, I forgot the lyrics. I like that.
If it's real,
That's Demi Lovato.
That's Demi Lovato. Get out! My best friend did not. You're done.
No,
you're disrespectful. She did not grow up on this shit.
Yo,
she was in the salon with her mother. So, girl, bye.
Do y'all remember
watching Lifetime?
The Bones, when she what's the song she did with the Bones?
Which one?
It's like this was like probably third
Hannah
or fourth
Montana?
episode. Yes, it was the Bones, but she had to like memorize the bones on a body, and then she made a
Oh
song out of
yes,
it.
I remember that one.
She was different. I ain't gonna lie.
Hannah
Shout
Montana
out.
was it. Every episode, I was confused on how she's really Miley. I was convinced she wasn't Miley. They did their thing on that one.
Nah, Disney's different. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
They need. I wish my kids in the future have what we have. Maybe it's still like that.
Nah, they can't.
I think
can't.
Big Time Rush to come back with a new episode. Miley Cyrus need to do one more episode. I just wish. I wish upon a star.
We're in a different
wish.
time right now. I ain't gonna lie. Like TV just hits different.
Walt Disney, Nickelodeon. I wish
TV not the same right
that
now.
you guys would just come back and give us one more. Wait. Yeah. How was your Valentine's Day?
Well, I didn't get to talk about that.
Come on, let's recap. Give me a recap real quick. How was your
My
Valentine's Day? Yeah.
I don't know when this episode dropping, so
Soon, hopefully.
I had a good Valentine's Day
You did better than last year.
for sure. This was my first official Valentine's Day
Aw.
since I've been in a relationship.
Okay, that's good.
Since I've been out of a relationship, it's my
Okay.
first official.
Okay, got it.
Because I ain't been
Aw. I'm happy you guys
Yeah.
enjoyed. I'm happy.
Oh
you
no,
got to-
we gotta talk about this.
What? Touch it, please.
Why don't some girls tag their friends and they post?
You a funny star ass NIGGA. You saw when I put that in there.
Yo.
Because that was targeted to me.
That's talking for everybody. Nah, I was literally watching somebody's story.
You was watching my shit.
No, I'm lying. I went out on Monday to do some content. Somebody gave me their social, but I was looking for somebody else's social that was with them. And I couldn't really find it. And I'm like, no, they posted them. They didn't tag them.
Oh, why don't they tag?
Yes.
It says why do.
Oh, no. Why don't women tag their fire female friends?
Because they don't want
in
their
posts.
They don't want their
stories?
roster. They don't want their roster to go and get them. My ex-friend used to do that to me. She would never tag me in nothing.
Okay.
She wouldn't reshare no birthday posts, no nothing. And it's because it's envious. You feel like your friend could take your roster. And it happens because even with me and Didi, they'll be the same guys. They'll be the same guys in our messages. That's just what it is. That's why they don't tag them. But, it's because, you know they could take them and they just...
That sucks. Because, they'll tag you, but, the tag wouldn't be...
Guys, we just slide up to the
on
top.
I even see somebody make somebody's birthday post and not tag them.
The tag was there. You just couldn't see
I
it.
just couldn't see it.
Right.
That's OD. And again, I'm lying. I do care. I think, and that thing bothers the crap out of me, though, because it's like, I don't want to start that conversation of are you jealous of your friend?
Yeah. No.
I don't want to start that conversation because
I don't think it might be jealous. It might be a little envy.
Jealousy, envy, same family. Ladies, I would hate for you to be hanging out with somebody that you're jealous or envious of because you think they might look better than you or because and I'm tired of coming for women on these topics, but it's such a thing. Even I'm not gonna lie, I notice a lot of things when I'm around a lot of women.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of natural things. And I
Yeah.
realize women are overly competitive with each other in the wrong spaces, right? Even last night when they touched on being comparative, bro, women are comparing themselves over the shallowest of things, right? See, the thing with men, a man may have more money, but you just need to have money.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
With women,
I'm prettier. If we're both pretty, I'm prettier.
I'm prettier, or my butt is fatter.
Yeah.
A man's not going to argue with another rich man unless there's a huge billionaire gap.
Are you not seeing it? Because there's definitely the guys that you talking about, I got money,
Yeah, but...
you can't match my this, or... It's he got money,
Yeah,
he take care of himself, he pay his bill, he got a nice car.
Somebody might have a jet, though. So it's it's different. There's different money. But again, let's talk about real quick, Kendrick and Drake, right?
Mm-hmm.
With their beef. Thing with Kendrick and Drake beef, it wasn't no money talk. Drake has way more money than Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
But Kendrick's not a bum.
Yeah.
You feel me? Kendrick has money. He's the second littest rapper after you.
Right.
So that's a different conversation.
What team are you on?
So real quick, I'm team good music.
Okay.
So
That's how I am. I don't know y'all to be having
I'm a-
y'all beef. I like both of y'all.
I'm a Kendrick fan. I'm a Kendrick fan. No, I'm not a Kendrick fan. I'm a Drake fan. But I like this version of Kendrick. I spent my whole lifetime disliking Kendrick because he be on that woke shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the minute he got on some ignorant shit, I became a fan.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, talk your shit. Be a bad person. Like, be human.
Yeah.
You know? And I hate the fact that I just describe being human that way. But no, like, yo, dogs, the conscious shit is cool, for sure. But I like that ignorant shit, which is why I like J. Cole.
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole was literally telling us that he was cheating on his wife in his music.
God.
Madness.
Don't let that one find me.
But no, so what I really wanted to touch on, because I feel like talking about the battles and stuff right now is different. Because none of them are going to lose that life. I think it's time Drake retires from hip hop, not because of the battle, but because you have nothing else to accomplish. But I get the adrenaline rush that Drake's get from performing and making these songs and, you know, women loving him. That's always been the difference with Drake and Kendrick. Women want to sleep with Drake and be Drake and not Kendrick. That's why, like, the level of stardom is slightly differently outside of the Sonics.
I mean, Drake. Drake.
But no, thing with Drake is now I feel like, yo, bro, like, let's keep it a stack. Like, what else do you have to accomplish? You've made all the money. So much money that you're suing a record label. That's never been done before. I think it's time. I don't know if he should go get a wife, right? But then again, when you look at Rihanna being married, when you look at Serena being married, when you look at a lot of like the people that he's been associated with, like life is just lifing. But Drake is on Jay-Z stratosphere. And that's my thing. It's like, yo, Drake, why are you arguing with rappers that still need to rap when you should be in the industry being a boss? And I always hated the difference between YMC and B, right? Young Money, Cash Money, and the things that... I don't like how Lil Wayne is still performing.
I think, what?
That's the thing. It's like, I believe in life, there's steps and there's levels, and I get that you could love the craft for what it is, for sure. But the annoying part that comes with this is like, yo, your fan base is supposed to grow with you.
Yeah.
Right? It's like the party scene, right? Like people, if you're a party promoter, you understand that there's always going to be young people that want to party. But you're an old ass man doing this thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I think you should be setting up certain situations like Jay-Z and Rock Nation. Jay-Z's calling shots. He's picking people to perform at the Super Bowl. He's married to Beyonce. They're building a different type of empire. Blue Ivy's officially an actress. Like, Drake needs to get into his grown man part of his life.
Yeah.
Yo, dogs, I don't want to hear at 25, but I'm looking for marriage. You're still mad about bitches. Doing, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you're kind of unserious in a way and you're still for the kids. And that's the part of Drake that I'm starting to, like, not appreciate as much. Like, yo, dogs, like, give us Churchill Downs. Give us, when Jay-Z gave us 444, give us less of you, let the industry miss you.
Yeah.
And let your legacy live. I appreciate everything Drake does for the culture and did for the culture. I do not see how you are damn near 40 and I know he does a lot of other things.
Yeah.
But again, there's so much layers to why we like Drake. Drake has a lot of layers to him, right? Think about the effect that his son Adonis had when he was born. Like, oh, Drake is a father. Like, all these other chapters in your life, we want to see you, like, thriving also. You are the most dominant dude since Michael Jackson. There is nothing left to accomplish. You don't even care about awards. But when you watch his performances in Australia, you see that there is a love and passion and adrenaline rush that I don't think I would ever get over either. Right? It's like you see the stadiums. He's about to do the World Cup next year. So there's still things for him to do, for sure. But I don't think you should be dropping 2-3 albums a year. I don't think you should be doing as much features. I want to see if you can, hey, if you're going to, have the balls to sue UMG, let me get a successful OVO artist.
True.
You get what I'm saying? Like, Jay-Z gave us Kanye and Rihanna, undoubtedly. Lil Wayne gave us you and Nicki. Who the fuck did you give us?
He about to give him me. He about to give him me.
OVO artists.
Surprise.
Last thing I'm gonna say is OVO artists are way too mysterious in this day and age. I was on that Pimmy. I don't know if you heard the album. There's a song called Pimmy's Interlude on there.
Yes.
Best song of the album.
I've been listening to it.
I went on her page. Way too mysterious of a vibe. That is not marketable in any sense. And the thing is, like, I do not like how, and I get it, that's probably the Canadian thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand how the biggest artists from Toronto or Canada are marketable because they're lively, they have personality, and then everybody on the OVO is like too cool. That is ass backwards. And I'm only saying this because I'm a fan, but I'm not a biased fan. I don't think, again, with this competition, like, we know Drake clearly lost the battle. He's definitely going to win the war because from a numbers perspective, he's doing a World Cup next year.
Right.
Super Bowl, like, okay, cool. The World Cup, the lowest is 1.4 billion. Like, that's the lowest.
To get paid?
Right? Huh?
To get paid?
No, to like how much eyes. Like, the Super Bowl had like 100-something million. We're talking about 1.4 billion people.
Right.
But yeah, and I love Drake. Like, I love Drake. I idolize him at a point. But right now, it's like, yo, in this grown man phase of my life, you're supposed to be our Jay-Z. And no matter how much you want to do it your way, this concept of life is inevitable. I'm a grown-ass man now. It's a lot of younger people at your concert singing your songs.
I don't see Drake getting married soon.
I would love to see Drake get married.
I'd love to
But I would understand why, because of his lifestyle being from so young, why he doesn't want to. That's why I'm like, yo, you with a wife would be the perfect branding, marketing technique.
It would.
But you're also Drake. You're a hot commodity. And you take care of yourself. You know? So, like, Jay-Z, no offense, Jay-Z's ugly. Jay-Z had to get married. And nonetheless, he got married to Beyonce at that. Because his aura is Beyonce. Like, his New York guy, for sure. Drake,
I don't know what y'all heard, but Drake is on the more hits.
Like, you could tell the older Jay-Z was going to get, the uglier he was going to get.
Yeah.
Stop. And I still want to get invited to the Rock Nation brunch for sure. But respectfully.
Jay-Z, you're a very handsome man. Please send my invitation 2 months in advance. No. Send my invitation 2 months in advance.
Jay-Z.
I don't mind babysitting duties.
Jay-Z's handsome because he's powerful, right? But no. Yes. Like Drake, I want to see Drake in suits. I want to see Mob Tie Drake. I want to see Drake getting stuff done. I know he loves gambling. He got a stake in stake. But like, I want to see, again, like when you hear Jay-Z's name, it's always some powerful shit going on.
Yeah.
Like, Drake, I want to hear your name and not attached to a fucking festival. You've been doing these festivals.
Oh, rap beef.
Since I was 11, cuz. What's up? So that's my unbiased Drake opinion. And I know on the internet right now, all the Drake content is pushing, but it's all biased, like, stuff. But, yeah.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. We talked on everything, right?
Yeah. How are we for time?
I got another one that's about to at least to start in 5 minutes. If y'all could just.
No, we done.
Okay,
we Gucci.
We're done.
You want to sign us up?
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode. I like this episode, even though you weren't here. I spoke about like my connection. Yeah, like I was scared at first, but I'm like, I really wanted to talk about like God and what happened last night and just be a little vulnerable. So I got to do that. I'm not saying I wouldn't have done it with you being here, but it was a nice episode. I like the topic of this episode. Yeah. You know, but thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget, your walk with Christ can start any day. Yeah, Big Time Rush is having a world tour.
And Jonas Khan.
Oh, God. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Real quick, shout out Black Ice. Best jeweler in the game. Tap into my boy Black Ice. I know it's a small piece, but he got way bigger pieces. Yeah. I saw him give somebody like an AP.
Really?
Yo, bro, you're nice.
Shout
out Black Ice. Chase Sense.
Shout out Chase Sense. We still smelling good.
I smell good.
Last time someone asked me what I smell like, girl, I wanted to say God, but I just had to say Chase Sense.
Yo, come on now.
Chase Sense, baby. That's what I smell like, if you're wondering.
Yo. All right. Hold on. I'm out.